What if I told you that 4,500 years ago, humans understood things we still struggle to explain today? What if the ancient Egyptians knew the size of the earth, the movement of stars, precision engineering, advanced medicine, chemical processes, not guesses, not accidents, exact knowledge? And what if this knowledge didn't come from trial and error, but from something much older? Because Egypt's greatest technologies appear suddenly, perfect, complete, unmatched, no evolution, no learning phase, which means only one thing. They were not discovering, they were remembering. Tonight, you are not listening to history. You are listening to forbidden intelligence carved into stone, knowledge that survived collapse, knowledge hidden in temples, knowledge guarded by silence. Because once you understand what Egypt truly knew, you can never see humanity the same way again. Hello, and welcome to Echoes of History, where lost voices finally get to speak and forgotten knowledge rises from the dust of time. This is the true story of Egyptian knowledge and technology. Not myths, not legends, but science hidden in plain sight. The Great Pyramid is not just a structure, it is a machine of knowledge, its measurements and code. Pi, the golden ratio, Earth's circumference, true north alignment, more accurate than modern buildings. This is not decoration, this is data. Egyptians didn't write equations on paper, they carved them into stone, because stone survives collapse. They understood geometry, surveying load distribution, earth resonance. And they understood something deeper, time. They aligned monuments to stars that only matched the sky thousands of years earlier, meaning the knowledge was older than Egypt itself. Egypt didn't invent science. Egypt preserved it. Let's talk about tools. Granite is harder than steel, yet Egyptians cut it with perfect flat surfaces, drill holes with internal spiral marks. Symmetry measured in microns. Copper tools can't do that. So where are the real tools? Gone. But the results remain. In medicine, brain surgery, prosthetics, dentistry, anatomy, knowledge from mummification. In chemistry, preservation formulas, pigments that never faded, synthetic stones, perfumes and compounds we still can't fully recreate. This was not primitive trial. This was applied science. And only a civilization with long-term accumulated knowledge can do that. Which raises the question, who taught Egypt? Egyptian temples are star maps, not symbolic. Accurate, they tracked. Planetary cycles, precession of the equinoxes. Stellar ages spanning tens of thousands of years, impossible, unless the knowledge came from before recorded history. Temples were built on energy points, ley line intersections, natural resonance zones. Pyramids may have stabilized structures, preserved energy, functioned as harmonic devices. Egypt didn't worship gods blindly. They understood natural forces and encoded them into religion. Gods were principles, science turned sacred. Why this knowledge was hidden. So why don't we learn this? Because advanced ancient knowledge destroys a dangerous myth that modern humans are the peak of history. Egypt knew better. They believed civilization moves in cycles. Rise, peak, collapse, reset. They built in stone because they knew paper burns, digital disappears, stone remembers. Their message was simple. We knew more than you think. We lost it. Don't repeat our mistake. Egyptian knowledge wasn't lost. It was locked, hidden behind religion, guarded by priests, protected by silence. Because knowledge changes power, and power never likes to be challenged. Egypt was not primitive. Egypt was post-collapse. What you call ancient was once advanced, and what you call modern may already be fragile. History didn't start with Egypt. Egypt was the warning, and warnings are only useful if we finally listen.